So these are going to be, I'm going to say, similar to 0 over 0. Now, when you see 0 over 0, you know that not only is that undefined, you should know by now that if you encounter 0 over 0 in a limit, that's okay. That means there's some algebra, there's some technique, there's something going down with this limit, right? The limit might end up being anything. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be -4, it could be infinity, it could be 0, right? 0 over 0 can end up being anything. So let's talk about infinity times 0. Okay. Now, before I gave this little spiel, if I had asked you what is 0 times infinity, so let's be honest, what do you think, what would you have said for 0 times infinity? Or what do you still think it is? So I see a lot of people saying 0 in the chat. So a lot of you would say it's 0, right? Because if I have an arbitrarily large number and I multiply it by 0, don't I just get 0? Sort of, but no. Let's look at this. Let's look at 3 separate limits. So in all 3 cases, the first term, as x goes to infinity, the first term in all 3 cases goes to infinity, right? Either x or x squared, it goes to infinity. So I'm going to write here, so that's infinity. What about the second term? 1 over x, 1 over x, 1 over x squared. Again, in all 3 terms, they all do the same thing. They all go to 0. So in all 3 of these examples, I get infinity times 0. So everyone should agree on that, right? That all 3 cases I get infinity times 0. However, how do I compute the first limit? Well, the first limit is actually very easy, right? The x times 1 over x, that cancels. I just get 1. Easy. For the second limit, I also get cancellation, but x squared over x is just x. And so as x goes to infinity, I get infinity there. And x times 1 over x squared, that cancels. I get 1 over x, and I get 0. Aha. So infinity times 0 is not quite as easy as you think. I just gave you 3 limits that are all infinity times 0. And in all 3 cases, I got something different. And in fact, you can get anything you want. For instance, if I change this 1 here to like a 3, I'd get a 3 here. You can get any number you want. Dang. Right. So in fact, infinity times 0 is just like 0 over 0. It's undefined, and it can give you anything in the limit. So you have to be very careful about it. So if you get infinity times 0 at this stage of the game, no good. We have not gone over how you handle infinity times 0. We're not going to get to that until chapter 4 when we do L'Hopital's rule. So for now, if you get infinity times 0, you need to back up and redo your strategy, because that means something went wrong. Now, the intuition behind this is 0 is not 0. 0 is an arbitrarily small number when it shows up in a limit. So when you have infinity times 0, you have this arbitrarily large number and this arbitrarily small number, and you're multiplying them together. And there's like a fight between them. Like, is the number so large that multiplying it by a very small number keeps it large? Or is there cancellation, like in the first case, where they're kind of just about the same size, just reciprocals of each other? Right? There's a give and take. There's a fight between how large that number is versus how small this number is. That's very different from if I had infinity times 5. Because if I have a large number, I multiply it by 5, it's always bigger. But the 0 is a special case. Okay, so I hope kind of everyone understands that infinity times 0 needs special care, but for now, you don't know how to handle it. All you know is that if you do get infinity times 0, you need to back up and do something else. Next. First of all, any questions about anything we've done so far? Also about this infinity times zero business before we look at the next limit? Any questions at all? Because I know this is this might blow some of your minds a little bit. This is kind of some new stuff that's going on. So it might take a little while for it to absorb before you even realize what your questions are. Also, I realize that's how it goes sometimes.
Revisit this, right?
What, Daphne?
We're gonna like revisit this.
Wait, in chapter 4, which is like for exam number 4 or something like that, we are going to revisit how to handle these. And we're also going to revisit other forms. There's also infinity over infinity. There's 0 to the 0. There's 1 to the infinity. And there's infinity to the 0. All of these act the same exact way, that you can end up getting anything you want. And we will discuss how to handle them all later.
Yeah, I know I'm confused. I just don't know where.
Right. So right now it's okay to be confused about how you would handle this, but as long as you understand why infinity times 0 is special, if you can understand why these 3 limits show you that infinity times 0 really is special, that's what you want right now. That's your goal. Okay. Okay, so now let's look at this current example.